Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. I know, it's been a minute, but Villa K is back on your screen. I've been doing some great things here in the city. Your girl has opened up an event space. Woo! Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. But hold on. I want to give you like the tea on if opening up an event space is worth it. Like for real, because I know these people be lying to y'all here on this here internet, but I want to give you the tea. My event space is a little bit different because it's a pre-styled event space. So what that means, it comes furnished, yeah. It comes styled already, so you're not really sold an empty white space, okay? We have a good vibe going on here. So mine is a little bit different, but concept still the same. I rent them out to intimate social soirees like birthday parties, bridal showers, baby showers. My max capacity is 60. So again, it's intimate and it's called Swanky Spaces. And I love that for me because I just love this business. I'm like obsessed with growing this business and branding this business, like obsessed with it literally. So first of all, it took me a while to get this thing open because usually when you have a brick and mortar business, you have to get, well, not usually, always, you have to get your city's permission in order to open up the event space, right? Or any business that has a building, you have to get permission in order to open, right? So that process was extensive, okay? It took about 4 months, but it took a while for the city to approve me. Let me know if you want like a detailed like overdraft of how I opened up this, but this video is not about me opening it. It's about is it even worth it? So I will do a detailed video about that if you would like to know the process I went through to open my event space. So the question, is it worth it? I will say yes, it is worth it for me and what I envision for my brand. I've only been open since October of 2023 and business has been great. I can't even lie, business has been great. We're at the point where the business is paying for itself because when we first opened, we still had to come out of pocket to take care of the business expenses. And that is the first point I want to bring up to you is it is a lot of overhead when you're opening up a brick and mortar business. You have to pay for the rent, okay? I lease this space and you have to pay for the rent. So sometimes it can be just as much as another mortgage or another rent payment. On top of the rent, I pay for the lights, I pay for the water, you need insurance, I have a security system. So all of those expenses, they come together and it could be like taking care of another home. So you want to make sure that your business is doing well enough to at least take care of the necessities. And who wants just a business that takes care of the necessities, but you want it to also pay you? As of now, I am not getting paid nothing from my business because I'm pouring it right back into the business until we get to the point of it also paying me. So that's what you want to make sure that you kind of put into perspective. It's a lot of overhead. Yeah. Number two, you want to make sure that marketing is a big thing for your business because how do folks gonna know? Okay, I thought that maybe whatever location I'm in, people are gonna drive by, be like, oh, there's an event space, let me call them up. Sometimes it does work like that, but you need to get your space out there. A couple of different things to get my space out there, but what I wish I would have done in the beginning is I would have went really hard. Instead of trying to make it all pretty and nice, I would have put a little bit more effort into really building up the pre-marketing phase of my business. Something that I wish I would have done is really reach out to the people who live around my space and reach them by doing direct mailing strategy is where you see those little flyers in the mail and you send them out to the surrounding areas. I really wish I would have tapped into that early on so the people that live around my event space know that, hey, we're coming, we'll be open soon. And then I will also like grab their information, like as far as like their emails or maybe phone numbers and stuff like that, so that I have that. So when we do open, I can send them out a mass like message like, hey, we're open, come to the grand opening, come check us out, yada, yada, yada. Like I really wish I would have thought about that before I opened, but nonetheless, it all worked out. It's still working out, but that is a tip I really wish I would have done. Another thing that you need to like know, like as far as like the aftermath life of after opening and all this stuff, is that the things that you do in the beginning or you think you're gonna do in the beginning won't matter until you actually run and have an event or 2 or 3 or 4 to really understand your footing in this business. A lot of people like me, I thought I was not going to clean this space, right? I was going to hire a cleaning company to come out after every single event and clean the space for me, but lies did I tell myself, okay? I literally, me and my husband clean this space after every event, just for the simple fact that that can be costly. And in the beginning, you want to make sure that you have enough money, like I said, to cover that overhead. So in the beginning, you're not going to start off making tens of thousands of dollars. So you want to make sure that you save your coin, okay, and get on your hands and knees and start to scrapping. Okay, guys, and honestly, I got to the point to where me and my husband have a system, so we got it down. It takes us like maybe 45 minutes, depending on how bad it is, to turn this place around and flip it. And sometimes we have events where it's 2 in one day, so we literally have like an hour to flip the space around. But I'll do it, and I'll keep doing it because it's saving me money, and that money that I have can go right back into the bank and back into pouring into the business, like taking care of the bills or upgrading the space. Like, I don't have to necessarily have that expense in the beginning. And it's important because a lot of people say a lot of things that they're going to do. Have an event or 2, and then let me know if you still want to do things like that. You want to make sure that you are using literally every single marketing technique or social media platform that you can use in the beginning to have your space out there and known, okay? And see what kind of works. I remember in the beginning, I thought Instagram and maybe TikTok would be like my lead source of getting bookings, but honestly, I can count on one hand how many bookings I got from Instagram and TikTok. My stuff really comes from, and this is a plug, Facebook Marketplace, posting my event space as a listing on there and getting business from there. And then also another plug is listing my space on Google Business. What that means is people who are literally searching event space near me, my space will pop up and they will see that I am in the area, I'm alive and loaded, and they can see, ooh, Swanky Spaces, what's that? And they click on my thing. So a lot of leads come from either Google searches or Facebook Marketplace for me. But I am still alive and active on Instagram and TikTok. I still have my presence on there because just because it's not a lead for me now, like the top leads for me now, does not mean it will be in the future. But right now, my business has been coming from Google and Facebook, and I kind of like it like that because if you remember my last business doing a t-shirt, I had to literally live on Instagram in order to make sales, right? I ain't gotta do that no more. I get sales without it, okay? Just make sure in the beginning you are literally like draining every lead that you can to get those bookings. So Velica, you said all this stuff, but honestly, is it worth opening up and going through the trouble of getting your city's approval and obtaining funds in the beginning and doing all this stuff? Is it really worth it? Honestly, I think so, because one thing the world loves to do is celebrate, okay? And they are going to celebrate. As long as people are having babies and getting married, they're gonna have baby showers, they're gonna have bridal showers. As long as people are turning another age each year, they're gonna have birthday parties, right? People love to celebrate, and one thing for sure, too, for certain, I know people like to spend money on experiences, okay? So why not have something that's a little bit unique, okay? To offer people who want to celebrate life's special moments. People are always going to celebrate, okay? They're always going to celebrate. So do I think opening up an event space is worth it? Heck yes. Open one. If this is what you truly want to do. Now, don't just get it just because you see someone else doing it and you think it's cool. Like, no, get it because, you know, you genuinely want to be in this business, okay? But do I think it's worth it? Absolutely. Absolutely, it's worth it, okay? Absolutely. Does that mean that everything is going to be peaches and cream? Absolutely not. I'm still trying to figure out my footing in this business. I think I'm doing great. I know I'm doing good. Business has been honestly pretty good for me. but I'm still trying to figure out. I'm only not even 6 months into it, and I'm doing pretty great, and I'm really excited to see where the brand goes from here. I have a good thing going on with my pre-style event space. Swanky Spaces, I feel like, is a franchise name. I eventually want to franchise these things out and have them all across the United States, right? Why not, huh? I think I have something special going on here, and I want to see how far it goes, and I'm willing to I'm willing to get there. I say do it. Figure out what's in your cities, figure out the process. One thing I had to learn is I had to be committed, okay? Because you're gonna get a lot of no's, especially when you're going out to look for your space. You just gotta have that tenacity and keep going, okay? You gotta keep going. Thank you for watching this here video. Comment down below what kind of videos you would like to see next. I want to show you like the behind the scenes of me operating 2 events in one day. So let me know if you want to see like a day in a life vlog of me running my event space, because I would love to show that to you guys. But until then, I'll see you later. Bye, Miss Meow.